Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about echoism, which is an effect of being in a relationship with a narcissist. The narcissist could be your parent, a partner, a sibling, or a close friend, but highly sensitive, compassionate, and emotionally intelligent echoists are extreme people pleasers. Echoism is what happens when one's true identity is stripped away or it never has a chance to be nurtured and take root. An echoist will essentially agree with whatever a narcissist says. Echoism was popularized by psychologist Dr. Craig Malkin, who wrote a book called Rethinking Narcissism in 2015 and introduced this term into mainstream America, although echoism has been around for years before that. And echoists tend to fall into relationships with really narcissistic friends and partners because they struggle to have a voice of their own. They become adept at echoing the needs and the feelings of narcissistic people instead of learning to cultivate their own. According to Dr. Malkin, echoism is at the far end of what can happen when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, but they do have a fear of being seen as needy, of even being seen as special, or as somehow being selfish. So echoists depend on others for their identity and their sense of worth. Especially people who were raised by narcissists, echoists seek a romantic relationship with a narcissist not just because that's what they're used to being around, but because it's actually what they are seeking. They don't know who they are apart from somebody dictating to them their identity. Without developing physical, emotional, and psychological boundaries, echoists and those who have been involved with a narcissist will continue to look for the same spirit in a different body. In the church and religious cultures, often we operate in extremes. We speak about things like love and selfless service as if it's on one end of a spectrum, instead of talking about these words that include healthy definitions and healthy boundaries in everyday life. This is really damaging because we're teaching our unconscious brain, our souls, our children, and our whole society that love means, for example, staying with somebody and sacrificing everything to make that one person's unhealthy mind happy, or that love means he buys me a bunch of stuff and then I have no right to voice my opinions or my wants because he's paying for everything, or that I'm married and so there's never a reason for me to get divorced because grace. None of these definitions are love. And we've also confused love and relationship. I can love somebody but not be in fellowship with them, just as I can forgive somebody and not trust them and not have a relationship with them. When we have bad definitions for words, we are teaching our brains unhealthy boundaries and unhealthy habits. And even in my family, this is super common. For example, there's one person in particular, and if you don't cater to her every whim, or if you somehow disagree with her, she lashes out at people in really destructive and damaging ways. And I've mentioned this to my family many times, and they all agree with me that this is super unhealthy, but they're unwilling to do anything about it because they don't want to face her wrath. And so regardless of the cost, they're going to continue to keep the situation as it is. And when you've grown up with people who are abusive or who protect abusers, this can be really hard to deal with. But in the second video in this series, I spoke a little bit about unreasonable expectations. And this is really important because if you've been raised by a narcissist or if you've been around one long enough, without doing work internally to rebuild yourself, you won't be able to build healthy relationships outside of yourself and therefore creating a new family dynamic. This doesn't happen overnight, and it may even mean cutting ties with family members and rebuilding a whole new social circle, but it's absolutely possible. You know, I always tell my life coaching clients that they shouldn't sacrifice what they want most for what they want now. At some point, something gets sacrificed, and you either sacrifice for what you want or what you want will become the sacrifice, and you get to decide. So even though this can be a very hard and daunting task, especially for an echoist, somebody who's been told what to think and how to speak their whole lives, you can change, and you can be the change in your family line. Your story is meant to inspire others to live their best life, not their best lie. If you've been in a relationship of any kind with a narcissist and you're looking to heal in a safe environment, please visit my website in the comments of this video to apply to my mentorship program that begins in March. I hope this video has enlightened and inspired you to make a change.